and not creative cooking. Hello everybody and welcome to Ruby's Classic Cooking this morning. Actually, it's morning here. Today I thought I would do something really simple, hard-boiled eggs. I've seen them recently for sale in the grocery store and I thought, I suppose if people have never taught you how to do the simplest of things, people are actually buying hard-boiled eggs. It's like, what? I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that. All peeled, cooked and peeled and wrapped in plastic that you'd need a pair of scissors to get them out of. I'm like, okay, well, these are so easy to make that your kids can help you in the kitchen doing this. This morning, I'm going to cook 4 eggs. You can cook whatever number you want. This is the wonderful thing about hard-boiled eggs. If you want to have a hard-boiled egg tomorrow when you go to work to have as a snack, you just put your eggs, I have a pot here with some water in it, just plain old water. You drop your eggs into the water. You need a nice tight fitting lid. I'm going to put this pan on my stove and I'm going to turn my burner on about medium high. I'm going to leave that till it's at a full rolling boil for about, that takes less than 10 minutes, at least for a pot this size. And then when it's at a full rolling boil, I turn off my burner and I turn on my timer 20 minutes and that's it. They're done. After 20 minutes, I take them off the stove, I take them to my sink, and I put cold water, put them under a stream of cold running water, and then I give them a good hard tap on the side of my, well, I'll demonstrate all of that when it's in another almost half hour. Anyway, I'll be back and they'll go away because I'll be back, and of course it'll take 3 seconds for you. And then I'll be ready to peel my hard-boiled eggs. Hello and welcome back. It's now 30 minutes later because my eggs are all cooked and I'm just going to drain them and run some cold water over them and shell them, which I'll show you how to do. So simple and easy. I like to do mine while my eggs are hot, but little fingers are a lot tenderer than mine, so I'll just take one of these bites here and yeah, see? I've just given this egg a good hard tap against the side of my pan. These all cracked and I can just peel that egg shell right off like that. Ow, ow, ow. A little bit hot coming out of the pan like that. And well. And this one, see, he's just give him a few smacks. There's he, all nice and, I usually hold these under the running water while I'm doing them. Keeps them burning my fingers. Which, for the purpose of this demonstration, I am risking my fingers. Hope you appreciate that. I am doing that for you, just for you. Now, these eggs just need to be cooled off in the fridge. Then you can slice that in half, pop the egg yolks out, and you've got some nice deviled eggs. Pop the egg yolks out, mix them with a little mayonnaise, Miracle Whip, Hellmann's, whatever you use. A little salt, little pepper. Let me see now. Let me read my recipe here for deviled eggs. Okay. I take 6 large eggs, and it's nice if they've been in the refrigerator for a week or 10 days, because because they're a lot easier to peel when they're older, a little bit older. If you buy eggs at the grocery store today and try to make deviled eggs out of them, try to make hard-boiled eggs, you're going to have a hard time peeling them because they're so fresh. So if you leave those eggs in the fridge for a few days, they won't be so hard to peel. They'll be much easier to peel. Anyway, so you boil up 6 eggs, then you're going to have 12 deviled eggs, or you're going to have enough sandwich filling for 6 to 8 sandwiches, depending on how thick you make your filling. Make sure you put your eggs in a pot, a single layer in your pot. Cover them with water. Like I said, bring them to a boil. Takes about 10 minutes. Then you leave them, then you turn off the heat. You set your timer for 20 minutes. You leave them sit in the water for 20 minutes. And then you take them off and drain them and do what I just did to them. And then after you've chilled them, you can take them and cut them in half lengthwise into two halves, and you pop your yolks out. I just use a little Ziploc bag to put them in. Then you've got your eggs, your boats. I used to call them that when I was a little kid. You can put them on your specialized deviled egg holder, or if you don't have that, you can put them on a plate. Then you just take, for 6 eggs, let's see, for 6 eggs I'd use about, let me see, what did I put down here? Half a teaspoon of salt, a quarter of a teaspoon of pepper, and 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of your mayonnaise. Hellmann's, Miracle Whip, whatever you use. And if you want to put a little onion in there, you can grate a little bit of onion, but if you do, make sure you chop it really, really fine. You don't want big chunks of egg, raw onion in it, that's for sure. Then you just take your plastic bag and you just seal it, and then you squish your eggs, your yolks. You just squish them and manipulate them on, just put them on your counter and squish them, which the kids can help you with. It'll turn nice and smooth and creamy, and all of your mayonnaise and your egg yolks and stuff will all mix together with your salt and pepper. And then you take your scissors, cut a little snip off the end, and then you can just turn that into a squeeze bag, and you just squeeze your egg yolk, your egg filling into your empty boats, and there you go, you got deviled eggs. You want to get fancy, take a little sprinkle of paprika and put on top, maybe chop up a few chives if you've got any fresh chives around, or even chives that are dried, and sprinkle that on top for a little fancy. But they're just fine, just plain, just like that. Now, you can take these same eggs. You can make egg salad sandwich filling. Egg salad sandwich filling. I try saying that twice, 45 times with a mouthful of marbles, eh? So, you put those, and you can just mash them up with a fork in the bowl and add your mayonnaise and your salt and pepper till they look good to you. And then you're going to need more mayonnaise because you're not just doing the yolks, you're doing the whites as well. So probably about 3 tablespoons of mayonnaise will do it. Then you can make 6 or 8 sandwiches out of that for egg salad sandwiches. Or you can take a hard-boiled egg to work and have a hard-boiled egg as a snack or for breakfast. You can also, let's see, you can take those and slice them up and put them on top of a salad, like a potato salad or a spinach salad. And let's see, that's that's hard-boiled eggs. And why would you pay as much for 3 of these in the grocery store as you would for a whole dozen eggs when you can make them like this at home? And it takes really, well, okay, you leave them sit on the stove for 20 minutes. How hard is that? You bring them to a boil in water and let them sit on the stove for 20 minutes. How difficult is that? You know, it's not like you have to babysit them or stand over them or watch them. Just set your timer, go away, do whatever you want to do on your phone or your iPad or whatever, Instagram, whatever you're doing. Come back when it beeps, deal with them, and they're done. Pop them in the fridge. No problem. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you, if you didn't know how to make hard-boiled eggs, you now know how to make hard-boiled eggs. And maybe that'll save you some money in the future in the grocery store, because you can just buy a carton of eggs and make your own deviled eggs whenever you want to, instead of having to pay a small fortune for 3 hard-boiled eggs that are cold and whatever at the grocery store. Anyway, so I hope you like this one. If you like this video, like it, put your like comment on the bottom, or subscribe, because I've got more good recipes coming up here that I do on Ruby's Classic Cooking. You know, I believe that teaching people to do things, it's all a learning curve, and it's simple and easy when you know how. And if you don't know how, I suppose it's a big mystery, like what the heck's this or that on a computer. Just remember, when you're making fun of your grandmother or your mother because they can't do something on their phone, you know what? Who do you think taught you how to use a spoon and how to tie your shoes, huh? Just remember that. Okay. Anyway, I'll be back with my next video, and I think I might be making jelly roll, which is Swiss roll, which, anyway, I'll tell you all about that in my next video. Hope you come along to see me do that then. Bye.